Ever wondered how a cruise ship becomes a floating city? These vessels are longer than football fields, taller than many buildings, and packed with cabins, restaurants, theaters, pools, engines, power systems, water plants, and crew areas. But they all begin with one thing: a design. Before steel is cut, engineers build the ship on a computer. They test the shape of the hull, how water will move around it, how wind will hit the upper decks, and how stable the ship will be in rough seas. Some designs are even tested as scale models in water basins before the shipyard begins. Once the design is approved, huge steel plates arrive at the yard. Because salt water is brutal on metal, the plates are treated against corrosion, then cut with lasers and plasma torches into exact shapes. Every piece must fit with millimeter accuracy, because these plates will become the skeleton of the ship. Modern cruise ships are not built one tiny piece at a time. They are built in giant blocks. Shipyards divide the vessel into large modules, and each block is assembled separately with walls, pipes, cable trays, and structural supports already inside. Then massive gantry cranes lift the blocks into position. Some sections can weigh hundreds of tons, but they still have to land in exactly the right place. The middle of the ship usually comes first, then the bow and stern are added around it. Slowly, the steel puzzle begins to look like a real cruise liner. After the blocks are positioned, welders join everything together. These welds are not just holding metal in place. They must survive waves, vibration, storms, temperature changes, and years of movement at sea. That is why every major joint is inspected and tested before the hull can move forward. Then comes one of the biggest moments in the build: the float out. The dry dock is flooded, ballast systems are checked, and the unfinished ship touches water for the first time. Tugboats guide it into an outfitting dock, where the steel shell begins its next transformation. Now the ship has to become a self-powered city. Huge engines and generators are installed to supply electricity for lights, kitchens, elevators, air conditioning, navigation, water systems, and hotel services. Since the ship cannot depend on an outside power grid at sea, its power system is built with backups, so if one generator fails, others can take over. Next comes propulsion. Many modern cruise ships use electric azimuth pods beneath the stern. These pods can rotate, helping the ship turn sharply and dock with precision, while thrusters at the front can push the ship sideways, allowing a vessel this huge to move carefully in tight ports. Engineers also add stabilizers and shape the hull for smoother sailing. Retractable fins beneath the water push against rolling motion, while the bulbous bow at the front reduces drag and helps the ship move more efficiently through waves. But a cruise ship is more than steel and engines. It also needs life support. Desalination systems turn seawater into fresh water. Air systems cool and filter thousands of rooms. Wastewater systems clean used water. Hidden behind the walls are pipes, pumps, cables, fire compartments, sensors, backup power zones, and control systems working constantly. Once the hidden systems are in place, the ship becomes a floating hotel. Workers install cabins, restaurants, theaters, lounges, pools, kitchens, furniture, lighting, carpets, artwork, internet, climate control, plumbing, alarms, and sound insulation. Everything must look luxurious, but it also has to resist fire, vibration, salt air, and constant movement. Before passengers can board, the ship must pass sea trials. This is the final exam. Engineers test the engines, steering, emergency systems, stabilizers, generators, navigation, noise levels, vibration, and backup power. If anything rattles, overheats, leaks, or fails, it is fixed before delivery. Only then does the shipyard hand the vessel over to the cruise line. The crew moves in, supplies are loaded, final drills are completed, and the floating city prepares for its first voyage. That is how a cruise ship is built. Steel becomes blocks. Blocks become a hull. The hull becomes a powered vessel. And finally, engineering becomes a city at sea.